Welcome guys to this new video. Today we will again look on the current outlook for next week and what we can potentially expect in the markets. So yeah, I want to say now that we are not financial advisors, that our past results don't guarantee it in the future, and also that our videos are for educational purpose only. So when you take some trades out of our content, please remember that is on your own risk. So let's hop into this video and onto the charts. We will again start with the AUD pairs because they actually look very nice. Of course, last week was a little bit tricky because with this move, market kinda broke structure, came up, so this would have been a nice area for sales, but yeah, markets decides to just move on, so we can clear this as a fake out to trap the sellers, which is okay, because when we look at higher time frames now here on the 12-hour chart, we can see that we have unfilled imbalance and some buy side liquidity resting up here between 0.9160 and 0.9190. So sorry, what we can expect or what we are looking for is a push into this zone and then look for continuation shorts, because on the higher time frame we still are bearish. So let's move on and scale in, because we have some interesting stuff here as well. When we scale into the 1-hour chart, we can see that market is in this accumulation. So what also can happen before reaching this higher time frame zone is that market likely will sell off, break the structure, and then trap the early sellers here, retest this supply area and imbalance to then make the last push up. So if this will happen, then we will look for some buys in this price region. So keep that in mind, but overall we are bearish on AUD CAD. AUD CHF, same thing here. We was short on this one because the market creates new nice downtrending structure, but it also took out this liquidity, reacted from a demand level, came up, broke the structure, made a new low, and then broke the structure to the upside. When we scale in here, we can see that this was a quite big demand zone, which price tapped in one time, came up, broke structure, failed to make the new high, came back, filled the 0.5 of this demand zone, and then finally mooned, broke the structure. So we can expect further upside movement. Like we already said on AUD CAD, we will look for some early sell traps to then take a buy from this area. So with potential levels up here, let's switch to the 12-hour again. Here, this whole kind of supply zone, which is very big, so we increase it to this sell to buy, which created this nice order block. So this will be our higher time frame target area for long-term moves. Okay, so let's go ahead. AUD USD, also quite interesting. We are now sitting on the first point of interest, which is this supply area. Market kind of rejects this area, of course, but there's no sign of some sell-off yet. Okay, so what I want to see is clearly a break to make a new low, then came back and then take it from this point. So there is a possibility that market will chase the next supply zone here, which is perfectly fine. Gives us better premium prices. So yeah, I don't expect market to move above this zone for now, because like you can see here, market took out this liquidity, moves down, created this new low. Our higher time frame objectives are not met yet. So this is our first POI and then our second POI. So let's see what will happen here. And also if market decides to take some further longs, I would definitely wanted to see a retracement, maybe into this area or even lower. So yeah, I think shorts are good and technically also valid. So this is what we are looking for on AUD USD. Let's move on to CAD CHF, also very interesting. Market took liquidity, resting down here, came in this supply area, which also kind of filled the 50% of it. So also reacted. Maybe we had this sell to buy, which now, until now, didn't create a new low. So we can potentially expect further upside movement, but it's risky because yeah, we're still in a downtrend. So what we wanted to see for some conservative entries are a break of this structure here. So, but you know, it is a valid entry because we have this left shoulder, head, and right shoulder to maybe trap also here the sellers and retailers to then go long after they get triggered in. So this could potentially be a nice one here. So yeah, looks good. Euro CAD also quite interesting and also very simple, because on higher time frame we can just see that market is trending lower. Then we had some kind of range, then we had it lower, then we are in a range now again. So actually we expect market to again move lower. We took out some liquidity from this range, so the targets could be this sell side liquidity below. We had this buy to sell into this supply zone, we came back, and now if market can potentially move up again, this is a valid sell area to target the sell side liquidity. So something like this. Awesome. So it's kind of simple, but it's looking good. So same on Euro GBP. My buy zones for this one, because when we look on higher time frame, we can actually see that market reacts nicely from this demand area, created also this lower time frame structure break. But to really buy the market, I want at least a retracement into this imbalance zone and order block below to potentially buy this thing up into higher time frame objectives. So for now, when we scale in, we can see market trapped some early sellers again, moved up, took this aggressive move, came back. So my bias is short. We can take some shorts from this area into this 0.8380. So yeah, looks nice. Euro NZD, not interesting. NZD CAD, same one here. It's kind of similar to AUD CAD. So actually, technically, I don't expect market to move higher than this point. If we do, it's okay. It's kind of a more liquidity run. I would observe in the supply area on the daily right here. So again, if we scale in, we also can here see this accumulation in price. So actually, I think we could just drop, but it's not ready yet. So on lower time frame, we definitely want to see a structure break to then take it when the market retraces. So this is the idea. NZD CAD, NZD CHF. Also here, same with AUD CHF. We are looking for retracement to then buy this market into higher time frame objectives here as well. USD CAD, also interesting. We kind of missed this short last week, which is not which is okay. So the market is now heading to some imbalance and premium zones, so we potentially can expect market to come down, and then we can move on to lower time frame to see kind of a buy to sell and then go actually long, because we have this supply zone right here. And also on higher time frames, we can also see that market is technically in an uptrend. So this is what we are looking for on USD CAD. We can potentially also, if market don't want to move down into our buy zone directly, but instead of will retrace, we can potentially see some shorts in here or also in here to then target this zone to the downside. So for shorts, 2 POIs if market can reach the zones. Okay, USD JPY, also interesting. Let's move to the daily. We are still in a nice uptrend. Market kind of took out liquidity. So here's now the key. Is this a structure break, or is this just a higher low to now just continuing the overall trend to the upside? So this is maybe a little bit tricky, but when we move into lower time frames, we actually can see that market is reacting nicely from it. Trapped some sellers here for the potential head and shoulders formation. Came down, filled this imbalance, broke the structure. So now what we can expect technically is a potential move to the upside from this area. And then targets can be here, this one, or also something above here. But yeah, this would be nice to see if market can do it, but we can also just expect some further downside movement. So take care here. It's not clear, but out from higher time frame, this is actually a good area to take some risk. And gold, actually I like gold on higher time frame because, let's talk about it. I don't take trades in gold so often, but let's have a move here, have a look here. We have very nice liquidity resting here. So as you can see, this is a very strong area on gold. And also gold rejects this area now for the 4th time. So I actually want gold to come down again. Maybe test some old structure, but in the first way to take out this liquidity. And what we can see now is that gold is currently still not not bearish. So gold is creating a lot of sell side liquidity also on lower time frames, equal lows, but as you can see for now, this is a clear range. So we need some more confirmations, maybe this supply zone right here, which market already tapped into. So we have just to sit back and wait what gold is going to. I'm personally will go with sells, but let's see. I mean, we also have open structure right here to clear this liquidity right here. So let's wait. But for now, it's looking good for some shorts, but we have to make sure that we see clear structure break. And also here's the possibility, because we have this demand zone right here, that we also just potentially will move up. So we have to take care. But this is my outlook for gold. Overall, long term, I'm very short on gold. So let's see what happens. Maybe there's a possibility to just ride the lower time frame trend. Okay. So thank you for watching. We wish you a nice week. And we will also make sure that the potential setups will be shared in Discord and Telegram as well. So bye bye guys.